Alright, hopefully I can cover the bases I want to cover on this one. Because I did an initial one first. Anyway, Mary Mary got me video. To the young gentleman, Mr. Style, whatever. I don't remember what the joker name was. But um, anyway, Mary Mary fanaticals who support Mary Mary at whatever to whatever end, and whoever else they want to support. First, let me say this: the first time I heard Mary Mary God in Me song, I took it just like anybody else would take it, or apparently not anybody else, but like a lot of Mary Mary's fans took it. Okay, me being a Christian, if somebody sees me looking nice, dressing nice, nice car, nice house, with some, jewelry or money or whatever, of course I'm gonna say that's just God blessing me. That's just the God, blessing my life, God and me, blah blah blah. My relationship with God and the fruits thereof. Of course I would say that because I'm a Christian and I'm striving to do that. To live like Christ. Now, so that's how I took the song, and that's personally, why I entered why I didn't have a problem with the song initially or whatever. I say initially to mean to say this. Do I have a problem with the song now? I'll say this. In the same manner in which Mary Mary has the freedom to do what they're doing, I also believe Christians have the freedom to call Mary Mary on the carpet and say, hey, okay, you guys are gospel Christian artists, but y'all kind of merging in with the world. Because here's the thing, you got a whole song. That whole song, in most songs, you got more than one verse. And they have more than one verse in the song. At no point in this whole song from A to Z do they cover what is the difference between when I see you with the nice car, the nice house, the nice clothes and jewelry, this and the other, or when I see Lil Wayne, or when I see somebody who's living foul, when I see the CEO of some company that of Enron. What's the difference? Because they got same stuff you got. Matter of fact, they got more. So 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 is God in them too? And if the song don't tell me what's the difference, then how is the song honestly gonna reach the lost? And reach him for what purpose? It'll reach him because it has a catchy hook and catchy tune. Okay, worldly songs do that. Oh, what? Because it says God in the song? Some worldly songs do that too. So, again, at the end of the day, all you gonna have is maybe some fans and people that buy Mary Mary CD, but don't get it twisted. They ain't gonna be following Christ, cause Christ ain't in that song. Oh, boy, yeah, and I can say that. I can say that. Now, Christ may be in the people who did the song, but just being real, on the message of the song, ain't no Christ in there because Christ, to live the life of Christ is a life of sacrifice. Period. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We just went past Easter, y'all. Come on. Come on. Easter. If you didn't see it, maybe where you was at or whatever, and you didn't get reminded of what Jesus went through prior to Easter Sunday, and to get to Easter Sunday so that we would have a reason to celebrate, so that all of us can actually have a reason to say we're followers of Christ, we have a life of being saved, y'all fooling yourself something real serious. And y'all got to know to be wasting time jumping on here defending Mary Mary about a song and a video where they threw in some people who can say they saved but ain't really saved or whatever, or people who put something before God. Some people who put artistry before God, people who put this before God, that before God, and it's evident by their fruits and the words from their lips, which in turn is from their heart. That's Bible. If you missing it, you don't get it. And here's a little something extra.
It feels like I belong here. I am a part of the music industry,
I
and we are
belong here.
celebrating
I'm a
us
part
tonight.
of the
You don't feel
music
like
industry. I'm celebrating us tonight.
I'm celebrating them.
I don't feel
We are.
like I'm celebrating them. I feel like we're celebrating us. That is a direct quote from Mary Mary when they was on the red carpet from the Grammys. Now, to me, that's what told me a lot. That told me a lot. Because that right there, whether they meant to say it or not, that right there showed me where their heart, where their aspirations were. And here's the thing, I ain't for to attack them for it. I'm just saying, at least I know. I know that Mary Mary Their goals and aspirations are being accepted into the music industry, accepted as being artists, and celebrating that fact. Getting a Grammy and all of that, that's what they wanted to achieve, aspire to, or whatever, is being successful in what they do. Nothing wrong with that. A whole lot of people, subscribe to that frame of thought. But in this day and age, for Christians who really want to live the life of Christ, to really sacrifice, to really put aside the things of the world and really go the narrow road, we know that that's not for us. That's just plain and simple. I can be talented in many gifts and aspirations. I could be talented singer, swimmer, sports player, whatever those things may be, and I could aspire to be successful at those things. But even when I get there, my words won't be like that. My words won't be, oh, I've been accepted, I've been approved, I got the stamp of approval from the world that I'm a good swimmer, I'm a good singer, I'm a good dancer, I'm a good this, I'm a good that. That won't come out my mouth, because I thank God that I understand that His stamp of approval is the only thing that matters to me. I don't need the stamp of approval from the world to say, oh, I'm accepted. Because God knows, if for anybody who don't know, there are many people around this world that have talents and gifts and abilities that will dwarf a lot of people who we see in the limelight, and they don't have all that fame and all that credit, but yet they don't walk around with their heads down because of it. They praise God for where they are, and what they have. And they don't need no Grammy to validate them. They're validated in a whole nother way, much better. So again, the last will be first and the first will be last. And it's just sad that there are so many so-called Christians that rather support and be fanatical about quote unquote artists and people who are about artistry and not ministry, and want to play this game. Because y'all fooling yourselves. Y'all really think this is about ministry? You honestly think that you looking like, sounding like, smelling like, thinking like the world is going to reach the world? How? And also, to help the other brother out, Jesus did not come and do opposite of all tradition. No, he was a Jew. He came as a Jewish man and he followed Jewish tradition. He fulfilled the law. So really check your dude. Go back and read the Bible, because you really missing it. He didn't come looking like, even though Jesus came for all races and all people and all cultures, as far as for who would want to be saved, He didn't come looking like and dressing like everybody. He didn't come like a rainbow fruit bag of Skittles, looking like everybody, smelling like everybody, dressing like everybody, talking like everybody to relate to them. He stood his ground with who he was as a Jewish man, and still affected the world and people of all races, still being himself. That's being true, because he is the truth. If you're true to yourself, you ain't got to play games. You ain't got to dress up. Be who you are. God gives us the freedom, yes, in our generations, to be ourselves, but be true to yourself. Old people who think that they got to dress like the young, be like the youth, and do youthful things in order to reach the youth, you missed the boat, sweetie. You're supposed to be true. If you true, then the youth will respect you for being true to you. If you're young and of the young generation, hello, we can talk to the young generation because we are them. But for the older people who are not even making room for the younger people to speak, that's what the problem is. We don't need older people doing the young people's job. There are young people 14 years old that can speak to the youth of this day. There are young people in their 20s, in their early 30s, that can speak to the youth a lot better than these other people that think they can. And for y'all to comment on what people like Mary are called to do, y'all really need to stop. Just close your mouth on that note, because a lot of y'all don't know what they called to do any more than y'all know what y'all own calling is. And that's on the real. That's on the real. So quit trying to be all religious and spiritual and special, because most of y'all ain't there by leaps and bounds at all. Just call it a day, call it a wrap, sit down, have a snack, because it ain't there, people. It really ain't there. And I know this would be just part one, because I'd have to sit down and take notes for all this crazy stuff y'all talking about. But why y'all being so defensive? Must be because you're wrong. Maybe. Who knows?